Pennsylvania's largest newspaper just endorsed the state's Democratic Senate candidate, John Fetterman. And in the endorsement, it dismissed the renewed concerns over the recovery from his recent stroke. The editorial board at the Philadelphia Inquirer writes in part, Fetterman does often take a few seconds to ensure that he has understood a questionnaire correctly, and he may take a couple of moments more to collect his thoughts and find the right words. But that should not significantly impair him from performing in his role as a senator. Fetterman knows what his values are and is capable of communicating them. The same cannot be said for his opponent, Mehmet Oz, a man wholly unprepared to be Pennsylvania's U.S. senator. If there are any values that Oz holds dear, it is difficult to ascertain what they are. On social media, Fetterman continues to speak about his condition and use it as a chance to remind voters of his opponent's own campaign blunders.
So Dr. Oz liked to make fun of me missing a word or mushing two words together. So let me give you an example of what it's like to having a stroke. So sometimes, for example, imagine you were going to be thinking you were shopping at Wegmans, but you were actually in a Redner's. But then you told everybody that you're in Wegner's. That's how it works.
I love him.
Sometimes you just...
That's hysterical.
Sometimes
he's making fun of Oz for getting all those mixed up and clearly not being connected with the people of his state, maybe because...
He's not from
I don't know.
He's not from there.
He's from Turkey or something?
He's from...
I don't know. Where did he vote?
He's from Jersey. And he voted, his mansion is in Jersey.
Mansion in Jersey. Maybe
he
voted
in Turkey. So it's all very confusing.
Maybe Jonathan Lemire can explain it to us.
I don't know. But Jonathan, I must say, Dr. Burns got skewered last week. NBC reported for actually reporting. That's shocking to a lot of people.
For actually doing her job.
For actually doing her job and reporting. And not just being a cheerleader for every single Democratic candidate out there. And so anyway, but since that interview, Fetterman has done, I think, a pretty great job in actually running to the issue. And what you just saw there, that actually wins you votes. Going to the issue, not running away from it. And Fetterman's been great on social media, but, he's sort of been on his back heels. Interestingly enough, it was that interview last week that I think maybe got him and his team leaning into this issue. And that can be only good news for him. You saw the tweet last week. It was kind of hilarious where he actually went to the Penn Live editorial board meeting and Oz wasn't there. And he's like, hey, dude, I have a stroke. What's your excuse, Oz? Which voters are just going to like. It is how you turn a disadvantage into an advantage. He seems to be doing a good job with that right now.
Yeah, Democrats the last 72 hours or so say they feel better about this race right now than they have the last few weeks. Fetterman's campaign had gotten some criticism about not being particularly transparent about his condition. And to be fair, we haven't heard an update from his doctor in quite some time. But Fetterman himself is leaning into this. He did the interview with NBC. He did the Penn Live thing. He's done other events. He's confronting this head on. And a lot of voters have people in their lives, perhaps themselves, who have health challenges, who know it takes some time to recover. And Fetterman not hiding from it right now. He's being really candid and doing so effectively. And certainly his campaign from day one has been extraordinarily good at trolling Dr. Oz. And that's only continued here. And the combination of that and Fetterman's sort of plain-spoken way has resonated with voters all along. That's part of his appeal. That and Georgia, probably the two most important Senate races on the map. And polls show that Fetterman has still a lead. The debate next week's going to matter. There's no question there. But if he can weather this and turn this around and have a little momentum going into the final 3 weeks, Democrats feel good about it.
Well, Mika, with Wisconsin breaking back towards Ron Johnson and Republicans, Nevada being up in the air, a real question mark, Georgia still being a question mark, it is critical for Democrats. If they want to hold the Senate, they need to win Pennsylvania, hope for the best in an increasingly red Ohio. Maybe they pick up something in North Carolina, but again, right now, Pennsylvania's at firewall. They have to pick up a seat from Republicans in Pennsylvania if they want to have any chances of holding on to the Senate.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Oz and Fetterman will meet on stage for their one and only debate 1 week from tomorrow. So we'll be watching that.